Welcome to the Smorgasbord Podcast, episode 53. We're talking about a variety of different topics, uncensored, unedited, and unfiltered. Today, I have two special guests, part of my new group, the Balanced Ones, Areta.
What up, y'all?
And you can't see him, but Joe.
Hello.
He's off screen. Now, usually I would upload weekly, but, we've been very busy. Life of the party, all right? I was talked about here that I was going to start doing music, and we officially have our first song. It's been out for quite a while. I planned to upload like a thing. God. Okay, so we've been recording. So we're not recording, but we've been trying to make music, right? And we ran across this beat. I forgot which one it was, but
You want me to pull it up?
no, we're not pulling it up because we'll never get anything done. And she'll start freestyle. So she then proceeded to freestyle for like 30 minutes plus about Hondas, which led to absolutely nothing, right? But anyways, back on point. Life of the party. Go stream it on all platforms. Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music. It's all on there. We worked really hard on it. It's been out for about like a week now. And if I look at the analytics, and it's on YouTube too. YouTube Music, all that. If we look at the analytics for Spotify currently has all-time streams 149. We have 19 monthly listeners. And we're verified. So the ones with the blue check, it's us. We've been working hard. We've been working hard.
Yep.
So we are, right? It was crazy. I'm very surprised that it was approved very quickly because we have it up. We follow us on Instagram, all that stuff. SoundCloud is where we uploaded it. Like I had to manually upload it. It's the only place that because the music stuff gets layered. Because we finished the song like a month to the day the group was formed, but then we had to make a bunch of accounts like for Langer and all that stuff, and that was a whole shit show of a process. So. But yeah, no. Overall, on SoundCloud, it's got 617 plays. So yeah, it's been like what, just over a week?
Yeah.
Because it was uploaded on the 24th. So yeah, it's been about 10 days. I want to say 6.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, people at school, we've gotten mixed receptions. But I never really explained. I kind of waited for everybody to be on here. Well, we couldn't get the full group. This isn't the full group. There's 6 of us in total. There's Areta and Joseph. Joseph is one of the 2 producers. You can't see him, but he's waving. Monkey. And then Areta is one of the artists. You may, if you already heard the song "Life of the Party," if you haven't, go listen to it. She's the chorus. She's done a phenomenal job. She absolutely killed it. It's all good. It's very catchy. It is very catchy. We worked very hard. And yeah, it's definitely something that we've gotten we've gotten a lot of positive receptions for, even to like the most critical people. It was like, for you guys to only do this for like a month. Because, okay, let's tell the story about how this whole thing came about. So it started off, there was an idea, right, to bring together a group of remarkable people. No, I'm just kidding. All right. To see if we could become something more. All right, no. So, all right. So, basically, I was over there pondering one day in my boredom, in my thought, right? In my layer that is my room. And I basically always think, you can laugh. It's okay, bro. Look. And basically, I was like, I want to do music, but I'm trying to think of how to do it. So, for a while, we went over to, it was just a bunch of things that probably made me decide to pull the trigger, to just try it. And why do y'all look at me like?
Nah, pull the trigger out, yo.
Pull the trigger on the opportunity, not myself.
Seek the given opportunity.
No. So.
Uploading it.
So, all right. So basically, we go out. So I'm going there, and I'm like, it was like we went over to my mom's friend's house, and he makes beats for like podcasts and all that stuff, but he has a whole studio set up, and I was like, that's really cool. And he used to make music for people and all that, but then he does it for himself now. And then just listening to some of my artists, I finally just got this peak of curiosity to do it. So I first tried to go to Miles. He's been on here a couple of times, and he was like kind of basically the Debbie Downer about it, and he's kind of he was like it's kind of hard. It's not gonna work, man. Yeah, basically it's not gonna work. You're doing a whole bunch of work for 6 people to listen to it, which
didn't happen, as you can see.
Collectively, damn near 1,000 people have heard it. If you think about it, because it's got over 100 plays on YouTube. Subscribe to us on the YouTube channel at Balanced Ones. And follow us on Instagram, all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And so collectively, almost like 1,000 people have heard this song, and that's not even including our school.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people actually genuinely like the song, and not even like our friends, like people we don't even talk to are like, this song's pretty good. But anyways, he becomes a Debbie Downer about it, and I'm just like bump him because I thought he'd be cool with it, but he's like, I'm cool with it, but like it's a lot of work, and I want to make money and all that yada yada nonsense. And with that attitude, I was like, fuck him, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna, like, respectfully, I'm not, like, I love him, but no, I'm not doing it like that. So finally I was just like, bump it. I posted it on my story on Instagram and Snapchat and on my TikTok. I was like, I decided that I'm going to try to make music. Who wants to join me? And this one over here, Aretta, hits me up the same night. It was like 11 o'clock when you... What went through your mind when you saw me post that?
I don't even know. I was just like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, finally. I was like, somebody who actually wants to like make real shit. Cause like, you know, like you see people post it, like Justin Dawson, for example, and he's just like, but he doesn't like shout out other people. He's just like, oh, I'm making music. It's gonna drop at this time, and you listen to it, and it's like what the fuck is this? But then, you know, like I reached out and I was like, you know, and Mike was like, yo, let's do this. Let's see if we can find a producer. And I was like, let's get to it.
And we wrote a song that night. We wrote a first song. It's not Life of the Party. Life of the Party will be further on. So we decided. So we then for 3 days straight after we wrote a first song that night off like beats on YouTube and all that stuff. For 3 days straight, she'd come over to my house and she basically taught me how to write. Like I credit her teaching me how to write 100% because how we wrote the first two songs was I came up with a chorus by myself, or it was just freestyle. Joe, you good, bro?
No.
What's wrong with you, man?
He's suffocating.
Continue.
What are you looking at? He's off screen, so you can't see. You just start laughing like a maniac, just middle for no reason.
He's
but anyways,
laughing gas.
But basically, we kept writing for 3 or 4 days, and then you suggested us Jacob, and we got on call with him, and he was like kind of our third official member. And you know, he is like across state, so that's been a difficulty with him. But you know, he's been very enthusiastic, though he hasn't really done much. God damn it, Jacob, write the verse. If you, I don't think you'll watch this, but if you do, write the verse.
Please.
Because we've been asking to write this verse for a while.
Write and record and send it immediately before I smack you in your head.
Pretty much. Please, for the love of God. Please, for the love of God. Then after that, Retta said we should call Harper. And Harper is he's kind of this kid. He's a really cool kid. Like, musical genius, absolutely. And what is notoriously known around the school as the guy that produces and is really good at it. Right. You know, he's released his own music. Like, check him out. It's like Harper Lee. Look him up on SoundCloud, Spotify, you know, YouTube, all that. He's very talented at what he does, you know, all around musical genius. And we hit him up. And finally, we see him because I hadn't had a chance to really talk to him like ever since, because me and him had a band class together. Then he quit band because our whole band director. That's a whole nother story. Anyone who's been staying with this whole podcast knows that my band directors, the old ones, used to be pretty much slave workers. But you know, that's not even an exaggeration either. Like, we literally almost had heat strokes. Like, a third of us almost died out there.
Y'all need to play new music. I need like
we do.
I need like some Beyonce or something. Like,
we do play Beyonce. I think. Wait, no. Who played? Wait. Who said Crazy in Love? Who made Crazy in Love?
Beyonce.
Yeah, we play that.
When the fuck did y'all play it?
We put the yeah.
Oh God.
Yes, we've been had that.
Play some other shit. Like,
yeah, we play that.
That's like some Boys to Men or something, bro.
Well, we also understand we go to a white school, and they're also like, oh my God, we have to play these emotional. I'm like, and it's not like it's nothing fun. Like, Dunwoody was playing Old Town Road as a stand tune. Yeah. That was fire. Right, I'm the only one in my band who knows that full song, but I can get off topic.
Y'all need to hop on that industry, baby. You know how lit that would be?
Dude, if the day they figure, even though the band might not do it, the minute they create an industry baby sheet music for tuba, I'm doing that. No, that's a thing that's happening.
It's happening. Y'all need to like y'all should do it like in secret.
Maybe.
Like if y'all like meet up and then like practice and then like we have a football game or like in the morning when y'all play on game days.
Yeah.
Like the director be like, all right, y'all, we're playing this, and y'all just play that. And
yeah.
Like, what's going on, man?
But like, and then back to like the whole thing. So we give it Harper, right? And we show him what we've already written, and he's like really talented. He made like this beat in 3 to 4 hours, and it was it the Life of the Party one? Or was it a different one? Because I'm pretty sure
it was Life of the Party because we showed him the South Side one.
Oh yeah, we wrote a song that was like kind of it's a song that was the type beat for Lil Nas X.
Right.
And he saw that, and he just made a completely different beat, but it was like a pretty party. It was a party song. And that was the thing we kind of worked on for a while and all that. And we had run into some, through this, I understand the full appreciation of making it now. Like, I understood how difficult it was, but like overall, there's such a deep level of appreciation for, like, I understand why Eminem, all those people, Kanye is like a god, and Jay-Z, all of them are gods among music because Pac, all of them, just for the fact just how they did it and they produced, classics and all that stuff all the time and all that. And the amount of time it takes just to record a single, much less an album of this and that. That's why I like, especially like Donda and our Certified Lover Boy, that man produced 20 songs on an album and they're all good.
Damn. Kendrick Lamar,
J. Cole, you name them. That's why I even for all genres, I have such a much deep level of respect to music and overall. And then I believe the same night you swiped up, Joe is when he swiped up. Joe, what was your thought process when you swiped up on that? Like, because my whole thing was like, what. I don't care about what you can offer. I want to know what you can offer, yes, but I care if you're going to show up. What was really your thought process when you swiped up on it?
I can kind of do stuff that might help.
Well, what is it that you can do, though?
Basically the same thing that Harper can do, but at a more basic level.
Yeah. So essentially, he's one of our two producers in the group. And so we went to approach Harper with the idea, and Harper was down to be in the group. So then, that was 5 of us, right? Yeah, that was how we created the 5 of us. So right. It was Jacob, Joe, me, Aretta, Harper, and then
Zach came
on after we finished.
Right.
After we finished Life of the Party. So we had been working on Life and Party, and a month to the day, actually, the day the group was created, we had finished the song. And we had been, because how we had started off was we started off recording actually. Harper has a studio in the church, this church that he goes to has a studio, and he has a studio at his house. So we started going to the one in the church, and the church one was like Joe's been there as well. It's very nice. We were there. We wrote in there. We started off. There's like some footage of Aretta drinking tea out of a bowl. I still have that. I'm gonna post that. Follow us on TikTok at Official Balanced Music, dude. I'm gonna post that at some point.
He had no cups, bro.
So you got it out a paper bowl.
Hey, when you're thirsty, you gotta drink water. If you're
we ate all the corn dogs out of the fridge.
Oh God.
But so then, essentially,
thirst is real.
After like pretty much almost getting it done, and pretty much essentially just being like, oh, we have to just remix it. Which that's the one thing Harper really is like still learning, but he still got really good. And
he did pretty fucking good.
No, he did good. And then it was the whole thing was like about most of the day we had tested it, because the biggest important thing, advice to people who are making music or taking it serious, you want to do different types of tests. This is something Harper taught us. Right. You want to test it obviously on real speakers, quality speakers. You want to test it in headphones. You want to test it open, obviously.
Not your mama's basement.
Yeah, and then most importantly, you want to test it out in a car with good speakers, because that's where you can check out the minor problems and see how loud the bass would be. If the bass is too loud, you can dial it down. If not, you can bring it up. If it's too quiet, the balancing will be better if you listen to all different levels. And it's for us, it's pointing out some things that if we had just been like, all right, this is good on a speaker, put it out, we would have missed those minute details that made it from a good song to a great song. Mm-hmm. So shout out Harper. At some point I'll have him on here with the full group when the full group gets down here. So and we'll have all of us hop on. Oh, you can't tell Arwen and Joe are just doing the same clap. The clap that Joe was doing first, but look at him. Look at these. You just look like an evil villain now, you weirdo. Oh my god. So then came the whole part where, like, obviously with this song, this was not smooth. This was, for the most part, it was actually pretty smooth. Like, it wasn't easy per se, but things did flow in a good direction. Yeah. We ran into a couple of big hiccups. The main one being my verse, right? Now, that one I think is the most controversial part of the song because a lot of people are either like, that's the song that, like, we didn't hear enough of your voice,
right?
Or you have some people like Kinley who say they ruined the song. Yeah. Now, keep in mind, we go to Centennial High School. These are the same guys who think the only good artists in the world are Drake, NBA YoungBoy,
Lil Baby,
and Lil Baby. So, respectfully, I can give two shits about their opinion. But I do, but because I value constructive criticism. Like, this could have been better. But overall, you know, from really critical people who are actually in the industry, they appreciate the work, appreciate the song. Bless you.
Thank you.
And it's overall, it's been a fun experience.
Yeah.
The first time I did it, I was mad at myself because I wanted to get it right because Harper had written because this is back when I was still trying to learn it. Harper had written my verse.
Right.
But in his style. He didn't write it for me. So I had to change it to my style. I had to rewrite it into my style. That's why, again, this also taught me how to write. Right. Because by the third day of Aretta being over at my house, Aretta was, like, running late a day. And then it clicked, and I felt like me freestyling, I was able to write 2 songs. You know, like, we have, like, a bunch, and they're all different genres. It's not even like, because the whole point of the group was, like, we didn't want to just limit ourselves to just, we want rap, we want singing. We wanted to be a musical band, like a real band with all kinds of stuff. So, like, I'm just going to speak some of the genres. Like, obviously, like, Life of the Party, we still don't kind of know what kind of genre. It's like pop, funk, pop, disco, rap, hip hop, but it's mixed with but like the ones we've written is like South Side, which was pop anthem. It's a sad rap, a singing, a rock song, a Halloween themed like rap one, a love song, Life of the Party, and then another song I wrote actually by the time of this recording it would be the night before. Like just a singy rappy thing, kind of. Maybe I'm crazy. That's the name of the song. But like, yeah. So we've been writing. So she's taught me how to write, and I have to credit her with that. And then because Aretta, you know, they all have their skills. Like each person contributes something big to the group. You know, Joe brings another side of the producing world that Harper doesn't always see. In the terms of he had more detail to the minute things in the sense of a loop instead of an entire beat. Harper all around is a musical genius. Aretta's the best at writing and rapping. Jacob can sing like his ass off, just like Harper. He can write and sing. He's on spot. Jacob Mobley, look him up. Jakeob Mobley, Mobley. Boy can rap and sing his ass off. I'm telling you, he like that boy's talented. He just needs to be committed.
He stayed down himself though.
He does, man. And I was just hard on myself. And then I remember the next day we came in. It was the day, and that photo, if you follow my Instagram, that photo of me in the Minion pants, and that was the day I had rapped my entire verse in like one go.
Yeah.
And it was the final cut.
After all that madness and annoyingness, I told this man, I said, you can fucking get it. And he's like, no man, it sounds like shit. And I said, you can fucking do it.
No, I'm saying it sounded like shit because he was trying to write it for him and not write it for me. So I had to write it myself, and I'm like, we're not like the whole thing was like he wanted to put Kobe Butt with the Looney Tunes,
right?
But it was like Jordan with the Looney Tunes,
right?
So I was just like, forget it. We're gonna do it.
Yeah, that's like the number one thing as a writer for me is that like, yes, I can write for myself, but if I'm writing for everyone, write for everyone. Like, I can't write something that's for everyone, but it sounds like me. If I write something, if somebody asks me to write something for everyone, it's going to sound like everyone. It's not going to sound like one person. And
that's the problem. That was the biggest issue. But the thing is, like, even with this song, we kind of all collectively wrote each other's pieces.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you have this, like, there's, like, the chorus, pretty sure you wrote, right?
Yeah, I just did the chorus.
You wrote the chorus. Harper I wrote half of my verse.
Right.
Harper helped me with the rest, and I edited his writing. Harper had written his entirely by himself.
We came up with the
And then
bridge.
the bridge, I helped you write. Cause like the last two lines, she doing something for me. Get up.
Yeah, I did.
We did that, and then
I was trying to make it to like a dance.
who did I write the? You just want to ride. Did I write that, or was that Harper?
No, that was all of us. Cause
all of us.
Because we
did
were
that,
just
right?
like, because we were thinking, and then we were like, let's just repeat.
Yeah, you just want to, because the original plan of that, because this is the editing process, it's kind of inside dive on it. We were planning that was supposed to be like whispering it, like you just want to rap, and I'm like, I don't think we have to whisper that. Like, let me just try it without that, and I just spoke it.
Sexy, smoldering voice.
Oh my god! and just overall, they're like, oh yeah, it sounds better just speaking. We don't have to. You just want to rap. Like it sounded good, but it sounded better just speaking. And then the whole chorus came in. If anyone picked up on that little whoop sound, all right, that was accidental entirely. So here's the story behind that. So during the day, so I was obviously very frustrated the day before, like, you know,
Very frustrated.
Very frustrated. I was like, God damn, I keep failing, and I'm getting essentially carried because the rest of them are good at this, and I'm dog shit. So we come back, and it's the story of my entire life is when I care less, I do better.
Yes.
You know, I studied for my driver's test 3 times. I bomb it 3 times. The last time I don't even study for it. I go in and get a 90, right? Every time I study for a Spanish quiz, every time, that's my mom. Every time I've studied for a test and a quiz in school, I failed it horribly, and I go in
So you don't study.
and I get 100. Like consistently, this is what the thing is.
Nah.
Like paying attention in class or not, I'll go. Like I do better when I don't study versus when I do study. So I came in and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. Let's just go. One take goes through, and I got hype at the end, and I went, woo! And apparently the mic had caught the end of that. So you heard my verse ended. You heard what? And so Harper cut that out and made it a whole and edited it, and it's a whole thing now in the song. So, but that was completely accidental. But yeah, no, and then, well, us working on more music, right? More information about that will come out soon. This one, Joe actually helped produce the bass of the song. There's certain parts of that when that song gets released and gets finished and all that, we'll let you know. Joe is playing a big part in that making of that.
Yes, he has.
You know, we had made the song, but after we made the song, that is when our 6th member, Zach, who had known Harper for a while and made music with him before, was the idea was approached us to add him. Joe, relax, dog. Jesus.
He's having a seizure over there.
Oh my god. The idea was proposed to us to add him to the group because we didn't want to really add too many big people in a group.
6 is enough.
6 is looking like it's enough. Plus, it kind of makes sense. Balance 3 and 3.
One Direction had 5 or 6. We can have 6.
Yeah, but
But we're not One Direction. Thank God for that.
Shout out One Direction, man.
Baby, you light up my world.
Hey, there was some classics though. While they playing, hey, that's a classic.
Nah, what do you call it? You and I?
Which one is that?
Nothing can come between you and I.
I don't think I remember that
Bro,
one.
this was Zayn hit that really high note. You and I was like, whoa.
No. Why did they break up?
I don't know. I
I remember girls were so heartbroken over that.
It's because I think because they wanted to pursue their own careers, but only 2 of them, actually 3 of them
Well,
actually made it.
Well, the Migos are still together, and they're more.
That's because they're like family though. Like if they broke up, one of their mamas.
Well,
would
if we
beat
wanted
them.
to pursue our individual, because we wouldn't just break up
Oh.
the group.
Right, it would be like
It would be in simultaneous. It would be in tandem. It'd
Right.
be we'd make a release. We'd do a single release, and then we'd release a song as a group. It wouldn't just drop the group.
exactly.
That's forgetting where you came from.
We're not gonna dip on each other.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and then Zach, and we hold meetings every Monday. Going back to what's everybody brings to the group. You know, the biggest thing I didn't say about what I did. I personally
I handle a lot of the managerial. I hold the meetings. I manage all the accounting, all that other stuff, all the emails and all that. I'm the guy who does all that. Plus, I'm an artist on there, and I offer my input when needed. But well, no one wants to do it, but I'm actually happy to do it.
It's too complicated, bro. I can't even keep up with myself.
Dude, but no, I've actually, it's not too hard. I was the one who got us verified on Spotify. I was the one who
different.
I was the one who got us. He made us a YouTube channel, made us a Facebook. Follow us on Facebook. Friend us on Facebook.
Do something with it, like add it, follow it, go look for it, and do something with it.
Hook me up on Flickr.
Do we have Twitter?
No, we don't have a Twitter. I need to make a Twitter. That needs to be a thing.
Instagram, no, we don't have Snap.
Do we need a Snapchat though?
I mean, not if we have an Instagram.
But we could make it. We'll figure that out. We'll let you know. Well, that's more private discussion. But like, essentially, yeah, and basically, what? Okay.
Hey, Pierre, you want to come in here?
That's all Zach does in the studio.
Oh, God.
If you follow us on TikTok, you've seen some of those clips. More clips will be uploaded in time on
our
Instagram.
Yeah.
No, we're not talking about that yet. So basically, and then we basically talked about Zach. We talked to Zach, and we're like, the whole thing that we prioritize is, are you dedicated enough? Because it's good if you can sing or you can rap or you can produce a beat. If you're not gonna show up,
right,
it doesn't mean anything to us. We are more used to you not knowing what to do, and you figuring it out while working hard than you being, oh, I got this, and then never answering our call and never showing up. We value that more than we value
communication is key.
Yeah, and I said that, like, there comes a point where it was getting difficult for people to answer their phones and stuff, and I was like, hey, yo, straight up, if you ain't dedicated, get the hell out.
Right.
Like, that's it. And, Alan was part of that group, but Alan realized, we're still cool with him. It wasn't like a thing where like, oh.
But he was different, though.
But he was different. He was like...
Because he didn't just like...
He realized himself, he was like, hey, I can't do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave. And I'm like, okay, cool, I understand.
It wasn't just like, I'm finna ghost y'all. It wasn't like that. He was just...
No, he was in like a camp for C5 or something. And then like, just stuff got complicated with his schedule because he's in JRTC too. And they like take over. Yeah, they went...
JRTC game.
They take up all your like time all the time.
Yes, they do. Especially the weekend.
Trust me, marching band is taking up my time. That's why I haven't been recording as frequently as I need to. That is on me again. But yeah, we don't want to be like certain men like Corey Kenshin. We're not gonna say that. We're gonna speak on that, man. That's another the story. Let's see. All I'm saying, bro. All I'm saying is at some point, if I get him on this podcast, you know how legendary like
that would be amazing.
Like.
Be like, Corey, get your man. Samurai slice that like, no, let me stop.
Yo, like,
what?
But anyways, that's the goal. So Corey, if you see this,
come on down. Come
on, man. Like, let's do it. Let's get it cracking, man. I've been with you since 1,000 subscribers. I think it's only fair.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. I was there since 1,000.
I got there.
That's what I said when I say I've been there as a real OG. I was there when he still had the straight hair. And he had the beanie. He was recording in college.
I got there at the first Walking Dead. I want to say the first Walking Dead episode.
Well, that's still really early though. Yeah. Yeah. No, I was there for the 48-hour live stream. I was there when he got in the car crash. I was there for all this stuff.
I saw that.
Yeah. I was there for when he was just doing when Bean Boozled was a trend, when all that stuff, all those RPG horrors he played, Witch's House, Mad Father, The Crooked Man.
Oh yeah.
He used to reference The Crooked Man a lot. Mm-hmm. But I was there for that. Outlast. He was.
Oh yeah, Outlast. I think I've been the longest there for probably Corey and Berlizzi.
Berlizzi, I was there. I was beginning there for. I was there. I was
your host with a roast.
Yeah, no. I was there before you that, and then I was there especially when he dropped that diss against what's his name. Nem Raps, yeah. Nem Raps, but like Nem Reacts, boy, what's wrong with you? Like I was like, Les, you get it. Before the gaming channel, bro. When he played Outlast, dude, I remember I was sitting right there in that room in middle school when I first saw that video. I was like, dog. Because he said, bro, I gotta hurry up, I gotta get to school. And I was like, oh, bro, I gotta get to school. I gotta catch the bus. But like, no, yeah, we'll get him on at some point. Hopefully. At some point, in some way, shape, or form. this gets big enough, we're gonna be like, yes, Corey, your boy needs your boy on here. Because I was like, talk about that Because my whole thing, I was preparing for him to be like, oh, we retired and we're done. And I'm like, so I was gonna plan to be like, congratulations on retirement. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about you were gone since 9 mil. But he did address that a lot and all that, those breaks, and I'm like, that complacency.
I was about to fight my computer.
Dude. And then he was like, I'm not going to retire. And I'm like, I knew that because I called that. I was like, he's either going to retire and be like, oh, I got the time and play button. Like, see ya. And then leave, which would be an awful thing to do. Or he's going to be like, I realized that this was bad. I'm going to do something different. I didn't expect him to be like, we're going to go back to school. I didn't expect that. Because his thing was like, his whole goals now are going to get the first channel 25 mil, start another whole new channel, which I don't know when he's going to do that, but I'm there for that, and get the 10 mil all over again. Do that while he's doing school.
Kind of like a KSI.
Kind of. KSI already had a second channel. It was just, he turned his main channel into the music one.
Right.
And now his second one is just whatever he uploads.
He's got, what is it? It's like 10 mil on one, and then the other one is 22?
Both of them are 20 mil.
Oh, they're both 20 now?
Both of them are 20.
Oh, shit.
His second channel, I think, almost has more subscribers than his first one. Because his first one had 20 mil first.
Oh.
And then,
and then
the second one got then he has 2 diamond play buttons, and then now he had 3.
Then
he got 3 when the Sidemen got him.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And when the Sidemen got him, he got 3, and I was like, this man KSI is different. He's killing. That's the thing. Another guy I really love at the music. Like I said, he inspired me to do music. Is KSI, dude. He sold out Wembley Stadium.
That was crazy.
He sold out that stadium before any of the other first ones. You understand? This man sold out 200,000 seats in the biggest stadium in like, is it all of the UK or all of Europe? But it's like one of the biggest stadiums in the world. He sold that out before he sold out. And are you looking at that photo?
Nigga, that's me.
You're looking at a baby photo of themselves. I don't know. Oh my god.
Anyway, back to the podcast.
But he sold out Wembley Stadium, and now he's doing that. He got. This is how crazy KSI's work ethic is. He dropped the album, right?
Right.
He got number 1 in the UK.
Correct.
Then a week later, he drops a song with Lil Wayne. What? And then on top of that, while he's on tour, he drops
this Jake Paul at the same time.
Right, and then he drops the deluxe album.
That's
with another song with Anne Marie, and then 2 more songs, and then Lil Wayne puts on. I'm like, dude, KSI is. When it comes to like the goats of YouTube, in terms of who is the goat of a goat YouTube rapper,
KSI,
and who has like opened that doorway from YouTube rappers to real rappers, KSI has bridged that gap flawlessly. You know, because you gotta look at the features. He's had Lil Baby, Rick Ross, Offset, Lil Wayne, Lil Pump, Smoke Perp,
Stormy. Didn't he have Stormies? Yeah, Stormies.
Stormies. He had Waka Flocka way back in the day. But
what's his name? What was the one who did Loose with him?
Simba,
yeah. Simba.
Nathan Daw, Anne Marie, and Anne Marie has got.
They go back.
They go back. Randolph have been going back since like Sweaty Goals. So, and I've been with him since he had that like he was in his mom's house with Deji. So I've been OG with all of them. So I've to see them grow from that. It's a very awesome thing to see. But those are all the inspirations, kind of to tie back into why the music thing, why this whole process. And though it does get frustrating, we do have our fun. And it's a lot of fun. And you know, stay on the lookout for our next song.
Yes.
How it's looking, are we saying? What percentage? What percentage would you say this song is done?
I give it like 70.
Yeah, 70. What do you think, Joe?
For I Got Time?
Yeah. That's the name of it. We're still in contention of that, but that's how it's looking. What do you say the percentage of completion that is?
I'd give it either a 60 or a 70.
That's fair. I'll say 60, 65. Because we still have a lot of work to do, but a lot of work has been done.
We'll go with 65. Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that. That'll be out soon.
Okay. For your girl.
And so we've been working. So the whole thing is like the challenges of balancing life with this musical stuff. It's been very tough. That's probably been the toughest is getting in the studio around people's schedules, because how it's looking is that we are like trying to do it like once a week, like at minimum, and that's what we can do because it's looking like Harper's busy. I have marching band like 5 times a week, and Harper's never available during the week.
Mm-hmm. Like the way I wanted it to go, like if nobody was doing anything, was like Sunday and Monday for us because it's Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, but Harper went camping.
Right.
And then he snaked us and went to the studio last night
Right.
after saying
Actually, this morning.
actually. And
3 a.m. making music.
and said he didn't have time for us at all, but had time for that.
But anyway.
But we gonna let that slide though. But yeah, no. That's probably been the toughest part of it. Once we get in the studio, you know, magic. That's where the magic happens and all that. And we have fun. We have our fun in there. You know, we've had a lot of great moments in there. And some of those clips will be uploaded to our Instagram and all that stuff because, like, there's a clip of us like where we went to McDonald's as a break and we were just dying of heat and just laughing like insane people for no reason apparently. We were just laughing like insane people. I'm pretty sure we would have got kicked out of any other food place if it wasn't McDonald's.
Yeah.
Anything that was.
If it was like a restaurant or something.
If it was a restaurant and we got kicked out the door because Zach was just like, this food is mashing. I'm like, bro, shut up, dog. Like, God,
eating his quarter pounder. And his McNuggets with his McFries, McNapkins, and McSprite.
Oh, what would you say has been your favorite moment, Joe, through all this? Like, favorite moment?
Either this right here or that time at McDonald's. That was great.
Oh, yeah. So today,
that was great.
To work around that, right? To work around that, we're like, okay, we'll come to our house and we'll just write music that we usually do, right?
Yeah.
And we've gotten a lot of work done today, actually. We've gotten a lot of good music written.
That's a funny joke.
It's not a funny joke. We've gotten good chorus done.
It's a good chorus, y'all.
We've gotten a couple good choruses on beats that either Joe has made or downloaded.
Right.
Because, like I said, Joe's
a genius.
He's really good at it. We just honestly, the only step that we've asked him to do is really just make a full beat, like a full song. Once Joe does that, we don't have to really be like, oh, we don't have to wait for like, oh, Harper is not here, so we can't do anything. Right. We want to be like, okay, well, we can still make this, and it's still part of the balanced ones. It's still part of that. We're not kicking anyone out. It's just part of that song. And pretty much, so today we were writing, and then we were listening to the beats, and then I forgot how the beat went, but we were writing a chorus called the roll. Here's why we're calling it Honda, because Aretta decided for 45 minutes to freestyle about absolutely nothing.
I will happily pull it up.
Just play the beat. Do not freestyle. They need to hear this.
I'm a god, y'all.
And it just freestyled about Hondas and how other car companies are awful for no reason. Apparently, you can't even drive.
I'll be driving soon.
I'll get my license in December. So
I'm trying to get me a drop top. Corvette.
I don't know if they can hear that, but if they couldn't, it's just down.
Yeah. Hey, I know y'all want a Honda.
Shut up! No, pause it. Shut up.
Finna call your mama.
They did this for 45 minutes. Turn it off, Joseph.
Roll with me.
You said you wanted to turn it on.
Gotta get a Honda, please.
I'm going to kill you. There's video of this. It will be on Instagram. And it's just me and Joe gaining abs, pretty much, from laughing so hard our guts are just dying.
Bro, I'm a freestyle god, bro.
You are, but you're talking about nothing.
Bro, I can rap about cooking, bro. You want some fettuccine Alfredo? I'll rap about it. Pizza, I got that. Spaghetti with meatballs, I do that.
I want to hit you with this water bottle, I swear to God. But No, it's been fun though. But we do through us playing around, we do get a lot of work done. Like, and it's been fun.
We do.
Like, and we're very critical of each other. Like, we'll tell each other if it's not good enough or not. And stuff.
If it's booty, it's booty.
And so all of us overall,
If it's fire, it's fire.
overall, like all of our like. That's why all of us has stepped up to the plate, and that's why like the biggest thing we talked about was quality. Like when usually people are like, hey, listen to my song, and you see that SoundCloud icon. This is before we got it on Spotify. They're like, it's about to be some whack ass SoundCloud rapper bullshit.
Right. That's actually what a lot of people thought.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. That's why people are like, it's so unexpected. Because if you really think about it, besides us, we didn't really, and a few of our friends, we didn't really tell anybody we're gonna do this.
No.
So in a lot of people's eyes, randomly, we just showed up and put out a song.
And it's going very swell.
And we've gotten a very... Certain people have seen it, right? We ain't gonna say no names yet, but
Some people like it. Some people on some bullshit. That's all I gotta say.
some certain big names
Yes.
like it.
Yes.
We ain't gonna talk about that. No, not yet. Not yet.
Lovely people.
Lovely people. Not even a diss way, just like, but
Like, actual good people.
thank you for listening to it. You know, we paid to try to get us on the radio. Mm-hmm. Do we know if we got on the radio yet?
No, it's like a competition thing.
Okay.
It's like the top 5 make it, but like they really loved it. So
They really liked it. It was very good quality for us. For us, only we're going a month. It's very good.
I mean, yeah, it could have been like
Or just in general, it's
some
very good.
trash, but it was like
That's the
good.
thing. And the thing is, and we had shown it to people before we even released it. Like I showed it to my mom, and she's very critical of that. You know,
So
she was like, "Holy!"
I didn't even show it to my mom.
Really? What was her reaction when she heard it?
She didn't expect it. She was like, "That's my child. That's my daughter." I was like, "Yeah."
Joe, has your family heard it?
No.
Would they be mad there's one curse word in it, or?
Most likely, yeah.
I mean, it's only one.
That's the thing too. We made a really good song with one curse word. Like we said shit. Well, we didn't.
Well, Harper said shit.
Harper said shit.
I didn't say.
I rap clean.
I'm a child of God.
Oh my god.
If I rap holy.
Right. Because the next song you definitely rapped holy.
That's one bar, bro.
You diss someone. Hey, when we released the song,
They had it coming.
we released the song, right? When we released the song, there's a certain Easter egg bar in there. If you find it, and you know us, or comment on this when it gets released, or comment on whatever, comment or DM us
Yes.
any way you can
Yes.
if you think you've got it. Because if you got it, I'll be very impressed.
Bro, it's such a good bar.
And it's really good, but it's very like you either get it or it's just like, why would you put that in the song?
Gonna fight me.
Certain people are gonna be too happy with it, but
Some
overall,
people will be like, "Why did you say that?" I'm like, bro, it was for the song.
it was one to get my reaction, and two, like, it's just overall funny. It's funny, isn't it?
It's
And
funny.
if certain people get mad about it,
Then
I
they'll
don't
be
know.
mad. But by the end of the day,
kick rocks. I don't know what to tell you, kid. But
it's a bar by the end of the day.
But yeah, no. Overall, it's been a fun experience. You know, I think this is definitely something we can keep on doing. We just have to work out schedules. It's really the biggest thing because now we gotta, you know, as we're getting older, the schedules. And definitely, if this group stays like, excuse me, steady,
Yeah.
especially into the summer. The summer is where we'll really be able to start to pick up the pace.
Oh yes, I will be
Because
free.
our only
every day.
regret the group has had collectively is that we didn't start this off earlier in the summer. Because we would have had this song done a lot sooner if I didn't have marching band for 2 weeks in the middle of that process. So
I didn't. I was home for the whole summer.
yeah, so
That was depressing.
going into this year, you know, we're just kind of learning how to balance out schedules and all that. And you know, when we get like on our breaks, you know, that winter breaks, Thanksgiving break, winter break, long weekends like this one. Unfortunately, this is not looking like. Hopefully, he said if I'm not too tired, we can talk about Monday after he gets home. He gets home at like 3:30. So if he's not too tired,
Better not be tired. He wasn't tired at 3 a.m.
Oh my. He's gonna kill us. It's just-
That's okay.
he's gonna be so upset at us. I'm like, oh, it sucks to suck.
I throw lawsuits. I don't throw hands.
You throw lawsuits.
My lawyer? Speed dial. My second lawyer? Also speed dial.
Oh my god.
He's waiting so he can go to Italy.
Oh my god. But
No one got that. That's like his favorite place to go. Italy. It's either Italy or Vince.
wait, you're a lawyer?
Yeah. Like my
You know you're a lawyer?
Yeah. Bro, my lawyer's fucking awesome. Well, I mean, like, so, no, okay, so this is like a lawyer we got. We had a car accident, but like, we've always called him because he's a really good fucking lawyer. But he's like, that man is awesome. He's like, not that I want you to get a court case, but get a court case so me and my wife can go to Vince or Italy. I'm like, okay, like, it will happen. Need a crime? I got you.
Oh my god.
Car accident, fender bender on the way. It'll be like those Atlanta commercials.
That's terrible, man.
Oh, bro, those are the best commercials on earth, bro.
No, man. Nah.
1-800-INJURED.
No, like if you know, they'll be like you're bleeding out on the floor. You may be entitled to a cash reward.
Are you an elder? Have you fallen and can't get up?
You may be able to sue the company.
What's the Pepto-Bismol commercial? It's like nausea, some indigestion, diarrhea.
No.
Oh, bro.
It's a called JG Network.
877 cash now. 877 cash now.
588 267 5 today.
Oh God, I used to think he said goldfish. Tell me you don't sound like
These are the conversations that happen in the studio, by the way.
Bro, tell me he did not say goldfish.
He said today. Where do you hear goldfish?
I don't know, bro. Smack that smiles back, goldfish.
Oh my god. But yeah. It's been fun. We'll keep you updated with anything else that happens with the group. And we'll let you know any further updates. We'll try at some point get the whole group on here, especially Jacob. Fingers crossed is moving back down to Georgia soon. Fingers crossed. If he moves down, that means we're all 6 of us will be going to the same school.
That'll be awesome.
And
Well, if he moves here, he'll probably bring his equipment.
No, he is. He's gonna bring me a mic, like a straight up mic, and he's not gonna use it anymore.
Oh yeah, we're using that.
And
It's
so,
happening.
so if he comes down, fingers crossed, we'll all be able to get together in person. At some point, we'll have all 6 of us on here.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, what is that face? You look like a Muppet. What? He's like trying to pull his computer over and it's sliding the light over. So he's just like, he's like, oh no. All right.
He was watching something he shouldn't have been watching.
When you walk in on somebody, dun 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 dun.
Whoa!
But yeah.
So I think it's a good place to stop, y'all. Thank you all for hopping on. Any last words, Joseph?
No.
You make me struggle, boy. Anyway, any final words?
Be responsible. Be smart. And don't have sex, kids.
This has been another episode of Smorgasbord Podcast. Thank you all for watching. This has been Loretta and Joseph. He's off camera. Joseph, please just come on camera for one time. Just for the one time.
Get your big head over here.
We need you to see in frame. Get over
Okay,
there.
fine.
Just stick your forehead in.
There you go.
Yeah.
There he is. Now you see him. Now we'll try to get him on in frame next time. All right. Yes, we will.
Not gonna happen.
You have no choice.
It's going to
Anyways,
happen.
It's going to happen. All right. Stay safe, everybody. Love y'all. Bye-bye.